children, and welcome back to our English class. Today in this video we are going to study a new poem, and the name of the poem is Wind. It is written by Subramanya Bharati. Subramanya Bharati was a great Tamil poet and was also famous for his patriotism in pre-independence era. He wrote this poem Wind in Tamil language, but it was translated by A.K. Ramanujan. He was also a famous English poet and was well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. So children, first I will give you a small introduction of the poem Wind. As you can see, the title of the poem is Wind, and we all know that wind is a natural phenomena. And you must have studied in your science and geography in your class about wind. So in this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The poet treats wind as a person. There is a symbolism in this poem, which means the strong wind is compared with our difficulties. You must have observed, children, when the wind blows softly, we feel good. But as the wind blows strongly, it crushes and destroys the things which are weak. In the same way, whenever there are difficulties or hardships in our life, the weak people break down. But the strong people emerge out of those difficulties. Here, the poem gives us an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. There is no rhyming scheme in this poem, children. The poem is written in free verse. So in the first line, the poet requests or pleads the wind to come softly. But in the second line of the poem, the poet rebukes or scolds the wind not to blow strongly. The poet says to the wind, "Don't destroy the windows, don't scatter the papers." Now you must have noticed it, when strong wind blows, all your papers scatter means spread here and there. Your books also fall down from the shelf. So here the poet is describing the power of wind. And then in the next line he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Because of the strong wind, the shutters of the windows are broken. All the papers have scattered here and there, and the books fell down from the shelf, and the pages of the book are also torn, and the strong wind has brought the rain. In the next line, the poet calls wind as clever. Why clever? Because it makes fun of the weak people. Here, poking fun at weaklings means the wind is laughing or making fun of the weak. So, when the wind is blowing strongly and destroying the weak things, it is making fun of the weak because they are not so strong. Here, the word crumbling is repeated. Crumbling means crushing or destroying. So, the writer is saying when the wind is powerful, it is very strong and it breaks everything. For example, the houses, the doors, the windows, which are weak and not so strong, they break easily. Even the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall down. So the poet is saying that everything crumbles. Not only the things, children, but here the poet is symbolizing or comparing it with the difficulties, challenges or hardships that people face in their life. And whenever a weak person faces difficulties in his life, he breaks down easily. The difficulties crumbles or crushes his life, his body as well as his heart. But a strong person faces all the challenges and overcome from these difficulties. In the next line, the poet is addressing to wind as wind god. Now there is one more comparison, children. Comparison between wheat and people. Just like people winnow. Now what is the meaning of winnow? Winnow means separating the grain from the chaff. Chaff means the cover of the grain, or you can say husk. As you can see in the picture given in your book, people winnow the wheat to separate the grain from the chaff by blowing wind. In the same way, wind god separates the weak people from the strong. Now the poet turns to the reader. He is speaking to the readers. He wants us to make friends with the wind, that is, the difficulties in our lives. The problems will not listen to us. They will come, so we should be prepared. Now, how we should prepare? We should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly so that the wind cannot enter. We should also make our bodies strong and our hearts firm to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like our friends. At the end of the poem, the poet is comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise him every day. Just as wind blows out the weak fire, but the strong fire grow up or flourish with the strong wind, in the same way, children, everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish, grow, and become stronger. So, children, here the poet is giving us a very important message that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and difficulties in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome these challenges. We will become friend with them, and then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life and they helped us to become stronger and better. So work hard, be strong, and face all the challenges of your life. I hope you have enjoyed this poem and had learnt a very important lesson for your life. Thank you.